What did he do? Well, I think you guys guessed it. He bought more Bitcoin. That's what he did. We've been waiting for this. At least I have been. I've been waiting for Michael Saylor to announce some big, purchase of Bitcoin. He said recently he was going to sell $500 million worth of stock to buy Bitcoin, right? And what did he do? Well, he bought Bitcoin, but very little amount, not $500 million worth. In fact, he only bought 301, and I say only because in context of how much he has. For everyone else, 300 is a lot. But he bought 301 for $6 million, average price of $19,851. Unfortunately, every time Michael Saylor buys Bitcoin, immediately Bitcoin dumps and goes lower. Like I don't recall the last time Michael Saylor bought Bitcoin and then it started rallying. It hasn't been happening for years. So even at the low price of $19,800, he is down on that purchase. But this is only $6 million worth. In total, he holds 130,000 Bitcoin, is in the billions, right? I should clarify, MicroStrategy does, not himself. He himself does hold tens of thousands, but I forgot the latest count. He doesn't really share that often. I think last time he said it was like 20,000 or something, which is crazy amount. But anyways, so how is Michael Saylor preparing? Well, he's DCing right now, right? I think maybe he's learning. Maybe he has that $500 million on hand, but he's DCing slowly right now. He's not jumping in $500 million at 19.8. I think what he's doing is slowly buying in. He has not been buying for quite some time, right? And he's just buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip. That's what's happening, right? And we'll see if tomorrow turns out to be a horrific day, maybe he'll buy the dip again and keep buying the dip. So the important thing about buying the dip and DCAing is you got to have money on hand. Unfortunately, it seems like MicroStrategy ran out of money. They spent everything they had, sold bonds, took out loans, right? Put their Bitcoin as collateral. So basically, they don't have large sums of cash anymore. So this recent thing is to sell off stock, but it could not have come at a worse time because MicroStrategy stock has been tanking along with everything else, right? But maybe he has done it. We don't know. I haven't seen the filing that says he's done it. But the important thing is to have cash so you're able to DCA, right? So if that's the case, he's only spending $6 million out of his $500 million, so you got plenty more to go, right? So that would be a smart move. But that is how Michael Saylor is preparing and how a lot of people are preparing because, quite honestly, Bitcoin is not going away. I've been saying that. Bitcoin is still strong, getting stronger, and there's a lot of indicators that show that it's near bottom or at bottom, and we're recovering from there, right? But the main thing is Bitcoin is the one that people are turning to. Bitcoin is the asset people are learning about, and you hear about it more and more. People who are fed up with everything I just started a show with, everything about the Fed, about banks, about treasuries going up, about rent going up, about demand decreasing, about fears of, recession, hyperinflation, whatever you're looking at, right? Everyone is thinking, well, what's better? What's better? They're scratching their heads, and they're coming to the conclusion that Bitcoin's better, right? So you got to stay strong and stay focused and be patient. So, I've been showing you guys charts like this for quite some time. 0.1, 1, 10, whatever, just keeps going up. More and more people are coming into the space. The price short-term may not reflect that, but more and more Bitcoin is being removed from circulation as more and more people are starting to learn the benefits, the true benefits of Bitcoin, right? So don't give up. Don't give up. All right, what else is going on? Well, the good thing is it does seem like we still have some support levels for Bitcoin, right? Many people have talked about us going back to 17K. Some people are talking about going lower than that, 12K, 14K, 10K, wherever, 0K, right? But we do have some support levels still. Here we are utilizing the 150 and the 200 moving averages. Recently, I showed another chart that's similar, showing the 50-day weekly moving average moving below the 100-day moving average, which showed a death cross, but that death cross actually turned out to be a good thing in the past because it has happened twice before, and both times was when Bitcoin found a bottom, right? So that was actually a good thing. And if you look at this also, this is the time when Bitcoin has found bottom. So we'll see. There's still a lot of good supporting arguments that Bitcoin has found the bottom or is nearing bottom and is planning on recovery, right? But I think there's a lot more macro factors at play right now that is affecting this. But you know what? It's encouraging. And here's one from Plan B that's talking about how, yes, Bitcoin and S&P are correlated. However, Bitcoin moves a lot faster than that. So even though we may be coming down, but it's versus the S&P 500, it's really like a 4x multiplier. So yes, we come down fast, but we also come up very, very fast, which is why Bitcoin is looked at as the best hedge against inflation, because you go back the last 10 years, even though there were many times where Bitcoin went up and down drastically, even down 85% at times, right? But every time it recovers, it forms a new high and we get bigger and stronger. And that's why over the last 10 years or 12 years, nothing has outperformed Bitcoin, not even close. That's why it's seen as the best hedge against inflation. So that's also very encouraging. And then lastly, Benjamin Cohen tweeted this saying, "It is September. What do you expect? September is a bad month, so no one should be surprised, right?" And if you look at September, yes, it's been traditionally bad, but I threw this rationale out the window for this year because you look at several of these months and we broke the trends. Look at April. April traditionally is a very good month. Look at 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, right? 20, 30 gains. And even in 2021, even though when we dipped, it was only minus 1%, but we had a horrible April, right? You look at June, traditionally, very positive month. And we had a horrible June, right? So that's why I think this year is very different. We can't just go with what has happened before as a good indicator. So even though September has been traditionally bad, you know what? Who knows? Maybe we could turn into the green because we had some pretty bad months this year that were supposed to be pretty good. So, you know, trends, you gotta take them with a grain of salt sometimes, because you gotta look at what else is going on around the world, right? All the macro factors we're facing. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin and crypto for the first time and you don't know where to get started, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on the best exchange guide. Within, you'll find a list of exchanges that I recommend and some that I use on a daily basis. So if you want to learn more, head over to CryptosRus.com or utilize the links in the description of this video.